Irreverent and entertaining talk right here on LA Talk Radio. You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm Priscilla Leona, and we are coming to you live from LA Talk Radio Station in beautiful downtown Los Angeles. And we are on every Sunday from 5 to 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And our show, as everybody knows, who are the regulars, but just in case you're tuning in, our show is about informative entertainment. And that means it is our goal on Question Reality to provide you with resource information, tricks of the trade, tips, everything that you'll need in order to pursue a career in the entertainment business. So we hope that we will inspire you. We hope that we're going to encourage you and that we're going to motivate you. And we hope to do that by interviewing people who are currently making their dreams a reality, pursuing a career in entertainment. We have celebrities on, at least one celebrity a month. Hope to have more in January. I got a couple of hot ones lined up, so you're going to have to go to my website, questionreality.us, not .com, and check them out and see who it is. We got some top casting directors, producers, and some hot celebrities. And basically, we encourage you guys, call in, and ask questions of the guest. And we want you to do that between 5:15 and 5:30. And you're going to call, just in case you are not at the computer or you want to give someone the number to call. They will call 323-203-0815, and we take your calls directly. You don't have to go through a screening process to be on the air with us. It comes right in. We click you and you are on. So if you like the show and you found that it was helpful in some way, hopefully we like to think all of our shows are motivational, we would love to hear about it on the forum page. And if you're on the website right now, you want to look up and you'll see forum, and you just click on that. It just takes an email address and 1 minute to sign up, and then you can post your question or comment about the guest, or if you want to hear about upcoming shows, or if you have a request for an upcoming guest, you can certainly make that request and we'll try to get them on here for you. So enter your email and that is it. You are done. And if you want to see who our upcoming guests are in the future, you can go to our website directly, and that's questionreality.us. Again, questionreality.us, and you can see all of the hot little people that are coming on the show. Now, today we have, I love this guy's name. You know, I like names that start with the same letter and end with the same letter. Well, not in the same name, but Richard Ryan. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, Richard Ryan. Richard Ryan is our guest. Oh, my God, we already have a caller. He's a producer, director, actor, writer, and someone wants to talk to him. Oh, come on, you're on the air.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, what number did I get?
You are calling Question Reality Radio. Did you mean to call Question Reality and talk to Richard Ryan? Hello?
Sorry, I didn't know the phone.
I think we have a wrong number. Okay, disconnect that, little Albert. Okay, we got Richard Ryan on the line today. He is a producer, director, writer, actor, and he is an up-and-coming little star, and I know he is. I accidentally ran across Richard on Craigslist. I was about to post one of our shows, because I post every week on Craigslist to announce the guest, and I don't know how it was that I came across Richard Ryan's ad, but I clicked on it, and I saw that he had this movie, Scandalous. I don't know, I navigated. You know how we get on the internet, next thing you know, we're 25, 30 pages into somebody. And I clicked on his movie. It was called Scandalous, and I loved it. And I said, oh my God, I think this guy has excellent potential. I got to email him and have him on the show. And I was most impressed because he had produced it, directed, wrote it, and was acting in it. So if it's good, then he definitely has some talent up in here, right? So we are going to talk to Richard, but I want you to go to his website right now so that you can find out a little bit about him. Go to Ox Productions, and that's www, of course, OXPRODUCTION. Are you ready for this? Z.com, not S. Ox Productions. Put a little spin on that S. oxproductions.com. And when you go there, what you're going to find is not only things about him, but he is showcasing 7 of his short films, and that's going to be on October the 11th, 2008, of course, at the Fine Arts Theater. And most of you know where that is, but for those of you who do not, it's 8556 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and the doors will open at, are you ready for this, my people? Now you're going to have to sleep till 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you got to make Richard's show. He is having this sucker at 11:30 p.m. Well, actually, doors open 11:30 p.m., but his show will be on 12 to 2 a.m. Those were my stomping times in my 20s. Now I told Richard I will be taking a pass, but you cannot take a pass. You got to go there and support him because he is going to be hot, huge. He's going to be the next Spielberg, I think. So without further ado, let us meet the wonderful Richard Ryan. And we can hear you coughing in the background. Okay. Hi, Richard Ryan.
How are you doing, Priscilla? Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, who is Richard Ryan? He is new to the L.A. area. And where do you hail from?
I'm originally from Sacramento, California, to be exact, El Dorado Hills, California. And I moved down here a little over 2 years ago. And it's been an amazing journey with a lot of ups and downs. And
you moved down here to do what?
Oh, to pursue my acting career.
Okay.
And then while coming down here, I say, hey, why not produce, direct, and write as well? To give myself the opportunity, because it's so tough to get an opportunity from somebody else. I figure, build a solid product, get it out there, and put it in the works, and let's see who will come about. And Priscilla, you were one of those people.
Well, so now you originally came down here to be an actor. Now tell us, how did it go for you? You came down, original goal of being an actor.
Yes.
What did you do? And how did you segue into deciding, I'm going to produce, direct, write? Because, this acting thing is not exploding right now. So tell me what you did.
Well, a year before I came down here, I got myself mentally and physically prepared, went to school, this and that. And then I came down here, I immediately got myself an agent, a manager.
Now, how did you do that? People come here. Now, we want to hear about this. Now, people are going to be screaming, how the hell did he get an agent? I've been here for years and I don't have an agent. How did that come to be? Because this is the stuff people want to know. You come down here, did you know anyone that hooked you up with this agent, or did you do this on your own?
No, well, I got it from, I believe it was a site, LA Casting or Craigslist, or some site like that. I don't know to be exact, but I got with them. They weren't the best, but the thing was, I threw myself in that situation, good or bad. I bring a positive out of it, and I learned from it. And 2 or 3 months, I did the whole audition process. I did a little TV show on MTV. Tried to put myself in every situation I can to learn something from, which I did. And then 4 or 5 months later, I said, you know what, I have this let me buy a camera and let me start shooting my own films. So I met people from doing extra work, which at extra work it was very good to me because it was like film school, but they paid you.
Holla, people, holla! Do I or do I not tell you? Do background work. Do not scoff at background work. You would be amazed at the connections you make. Today's background actor is tomorrow's star, so do not be dissing my background actors, okay? Background is where it's at. Richard's telling you all about it right now.
Yes, exactly. Not only you learn a lot from the producing, directing, and lighting and everything that goes along with that, but you learn a lot of people. So there's your cast, and there's a lot of dedicated people that will do it for zero to put out a solid product. So I did one after another with that philosophy, and each one I got a little better. I also edited my own films, but each one I did get better, and we took something from it. So all of a sudden I had 7. I built a website, and a company website, along with my own personal website. After getting a DBA, which I had a lot of help from my dad designing the website. I like to thank him a lot. And
is he a website designer?
No, but he's backing me 100%. Along with my mom. Hi, she's listening to it right now.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, but so I went out of that route to promote. I put my movies on MySpace Movies. Started requesting a lot of producers, directors, writers, and actors, putting ads on Craigslist and wherever I can think of. And then I just wanted to put the icing on the cake and make a public screening of it. So that's where I am today. And I'm also in talks with other producers trying to get money for another bigger budgeted short film, which I'm close to doing, and I'm thinking about even doing a feature with film students and people who I've met along the way who are sharing my vision, and making a zero budget feature, which put that in a lot of independent films, and that's where I am right now. And then I'm just looking to take it to a whole nother level, get product out there.
Well, gee, I guess we should end the show now because he's just covered everything. Don't feel rushed to have to get everything in. We've got like a whole hour, honey. You don't have to get everything in. People want to know about dirt.
That was just a little bit. Trust me.
That's just a little bit up in here. So we want to know. We want to know all about you, how you did things. We want details. For example, when you came here to be an actor. What did you... Now, first of all, when you came here, this is a big issue. A lot of people say, I would love to come to L.A. I don't know anyone. I don't know where I would go and get a job. I don't know how to survive. What did you do coming here from Sacramento? No, it's not like coming from Boise, Idaho. It's coming from Sacramento. But how did you survive when you got here? Oh, somebody wants to know that. We have a caller. You are on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air with Question Reality with the guest Richard Ryan. Is this who you meant to call?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. Hi, you want to ask...
I have a question for that up-and-coming star.
Oh, okay. First of all, what's your name?
My name is Peggy.
Okay, you're on with Richard.
Voice sounds familiar.
Oh. Hey, Richard. I am just so interested in what the career that you're pursuing, but what keeps you so positive? And because I know in this in this field that so many people say, oh, everybody wants to be an actor. And what's amazing to me is how you just keep pushing and pushing, and you get a little bump in the road and you just rise above it. That's incredible. How do you keep that positive attitude?
Well, I just keep in mind the results, and remembering a strong, solid foundation which I've had in a support system of my family and my friends. And there's a lot of people that are after you and trying to knock you down, but I just look at it as, well, are you going to prove them right, or are you going to prove right to your family and your friends who want for you to achieve and are there for you 100% and have invested in you their whole lives even. And then just get to the point of where you want to be, and then just looking back at everything that you've been through, just saying it was all worth it, the ups and the downs in every situation was a positive because you learn from it and you're able to get to the final place that you are, and that's what keeps driving me.
Right on, Richard. Hey, good luck, and the world's going to be watching you on the big screen someday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peggy.
Okay.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was Peggy. Oh, I hope the show's recording. I see all kinds of things flying up over here. I don't know what's going on. I hope you're getting the show. If not, I'm just talking to dead air right now, but I'm hoping we're recording. I don't know. We have some activity going on, but we're going to press forward. All right, then. We are so as I was saying, you came down here and you did you know anyone? I mean, did you know where you were going to stay? Did you know where you were going to get a job? I mean, how did you think you were going to survive down here as an actor?
You know what? That is a great question, and that's something that I really, strive upon. I did not know how I was going to do that. I just prepared myself mentally and physically, saying I will do it. I don't know where I was going to work, where I was going to stay. I just drove, and then... I'm sorry, Richard, we have another caller for you. You are on the air.
Hi. I was wondering...
First of all,
Richard,
what's your name?
Cynthia.
Okay, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi. I was wondering, you have worked as an actor with lots of directors who probably never were actors. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, now that you're an actor who's become a director, what you find that your approach is different than some directors that were never actors. Does that make sense? What do you apply in your work that you kind of missed when you were working with directors who were not actors?
You know what? I never went to a film school, so I've always been supervisionist, and I had a lot of creativity. So I just wanted to apply that, not necessarily go by the textbook, but to bring light of a beautiful shot, and might be different. It might be different as well.
Yeah, and we were looking on your website, and the film festival on October 11th looks wonderful. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be at the Fine Arts Department, and I just want everybody to come out and have a real good time. There's 410 seats, so I really want to pack the house and make it a real enjoyable evening for everybody.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Well, we will plan on being there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, we got some callers up in here. Woohoo! All right, so Richard, you come down here. You don't have a place to stay. You don't have any idea where you're going to get a job. You were coming down here on a Bon Jovi Wing and a Prayer. Is that right?
Yes.
Bon Jovi in action. Living on a prayer, people. And you know what? I have to say that I came here pretty much the same way a long time ago in 1992. Well, not really so much. I mean, I came here, I did know where I was going to live in Hermosa Beach, and I did know what job I was going to have, but I didn't know it was going to happen. So I was really scared, which is what you're going to be, because you don't really know if you're going to make it or who you're going to meet, but it's very exciting. You gotta push out of your mind the failure aspect and how you're going to have to come back with your tail behind your legs, because you got to think, oh, I'm going to meet so many cool people. I'm going see yourself with the Emmy, see yourself with the Oscar, see it. There's a story, I'm sure most of you have heard it, but Jim Carrey, he wrote a check for himself he said, one day I'm going to be paid $20 million a picture. He saw it in his mind. He wrote one of his own checks. He didn't even have any money in his checking account. And he wrote a check to himself for $20 million, and he kept that in his wallet. And as you know, the man was able to command that. Woo! We have another caller. You are on the air. You are on the air, caller.
Hi, this is Heather.
Hey, Heather, you're on the air with Richard Ryan.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
Hi. I went to your website.
Yes.
And you sound really cute, and I'm really sad there's no picture of you.
Oh, really? What? Oh, okay. Go to links and then go to richardryan.us, and there are my headshots up there in my portfolio as well.
Yeah, because you're into acting. You have to see what you look like.
Yes. We'll go to that, and then hopefully you'll come out to the screening, and I'll meet you in person. I appreciate the call.
Good.
Oh, Heather.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you very much, Heather.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Now, that's, she made an interesting point. Think about that. I have not gone to I may have gone to yours, I can't remember, but she's calling in saying she was checking out your website. You didn't have an immediate picture, so you might want to get on that. Right away, you want your picture. You might want to even put a splash page up first.
Okay.
Which is the first one, come in, Richard Ryan pop, because if you're good looking, you don't mind putting your face up there. You got some problems, you want to hide it in the back, but put your face up there, get it on out there first.
Definitely.
That's a good point. Take advantage
I'll put
of that.
them on both websites.
Yeah, so if you have any advice, if you're looking at Richard Ryan's website and you have any tips or advice for him, call in and give us some advice for Richard Ryan, because Richard Ryan is starting out too, like a lot of you who are listening right now, and he needs all the tips and advice he can get along with all of us, right, Richard Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that name so much, I'm going to call him Richard Ryan. I
Thank you
just
very much.
love it. Okay, so you come here, as we were saying, and Jim Carrey was able to command $20 million for a picture. So if you can see it happening, I think it can happen if you really want. There is a song. Now, Richard doesn't know me, but everybody else knows I will go into little asides. There is a song, people, I am from the 80s. I love my 80s and 70s music. There is a song by the Bee Gees. Now, Richard's probably going, oh, hell no, she is not associating the Bee Gees on my segment. But there is a line in one of their songs, and it says, dreams are made for those who really try. And that is so true. But what was the name of that song, Albert? Do we know?
You know the Bee Gees better than me.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. But that's true. Dreams are made for those who really try. A lot of people come out and they'll do so much, they'll try, but they don't keep at it. They don't keep etching and chipping away. You've been here how long?
2 years.
2 years. So what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment in 2 years? Oh, we got another call.
Oh, hello.
Richard is hot in the house. My
Keep 'em
God.
Hi, this is Heather again.
Oh,
Heather.
hey, Heather.
Well, I saw your picture, and I'm jealous of Priscilla.
Why? Oh, yeah, I got a hot one up
he's
in here.
cute.
Oh, you don't even want to know what the toes are doing up in here.
Look
honey.
out.
No, he's
I'm
definitely...
in shock right now.
Thank
Well,
you very
you know
much.
what? You can download that picture and have it all for yourself tonight. Or, you know what? Richard, why don't you come to Richard's screening on October 11th? Because, sneak out if you're married or have a boyfriend. Sneak out. Dose his ass.
What kind of show is this now?
Dose his ass, keep him sleeping, and sneak on out to the premiere. He'll give you a front row seat.
I'm going to be there. Oh, my goodness.
I appreciate that very much, Heather.
Well, now, Heather, so you get to see his picture. Is there a website where he can see yours?
And we got a matchmaker.
Yes, but I cannot give it out over the air.
All right. Well, we'll just have him imagine what you look like. How's that?
All right.
Heather,
I think that we would make a good couple.
I think you would too, because I think you sound like you are, now tell me if I'm wrong, I am really good at voices. You sound like you have blonde hair, blue eyes, and big boobies.
Well, 2 out of 3. I have hazel eyes.
Damn. All right. Well, they were light. All right. Hazel eyes. And you got the ghetto booty going on?
Oh, yeah.
I see.
They got back.
All right. And you're hot, right? I can tell you're hot. You're hot. You're a hot mama. So Richard's going to put you in the front row.
Yes, definitely. We can make that work.
All right.
All right, Heather, now we're counting on you to be at that screening. So go to his website and email him and tell him you're going to come and definitely be there. And you know what?
Okay.
He might put you in one of his pictures.
Oh, I would love it, as long as there's a kissing scene.
Well, yeah, and I think there's a couch and everything. He's going to buff and shine the couch up for you.
All right.
All right. It's a
Promises,
done deal.
promises.
Oh, no, this is not a promise. Richard, you tell her you'll put her in one of her films, of your films.
Well, we can do that, and I don't have anything in my contract that says I can't kiss or anything like that. So it's definitely a possibility.
I'm even going to take a cold shower. I gotta go.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Heather.
What did I
Thanks
do?
for calling. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, man.
Goodness.
Woo. We
That's a
got
good
a
one.
hot one. These girls are on, Richard. See, now, if your picture was coming up first, I think we'd have a lot more callers. I hope we can get through the show, all these women after Richard. I don't even know where we were now. She's just got Richard all flustered. He's just a little red beat today.
Look out.
But, yeah, so you came here, and, no, my question was, what do you feel you've accomplished in the 2 years that you've been here? What is your biggest accomplishment? Not like I'm going through this and I'm going through that, okay, I'm an actor's not think so I'm going to become a producer and director. And yes, you know, that is an excellent way, because if it's not happening in one field for you, it's great to bye, Robert. Mr. Robert is here today, and we're telling him bye. He's the one started the show. He has his own show actually starting tomorrow. What's the name of your show, Robert?
What's Hot radio show.
The What's
Hot?
The What's Hot radio show. Oh, so what time is that coming on?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. tomorrow. Is it every Monday at 9?
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. So tune into it. LA Talk Radio, 9 o'clock. Robert. Bye, Robert.
Gotta have you on my show.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Robert. Thank you, sweetie. All right. So what do you feel, Richard, is your greatest achievement? And I mean, what do you feel like you've made some headway that you're actually making progress in your art, whether you've become a better actor, whether you've gained more knowledge as a producer director? What do you feel?
I understand. I would say just gaining real world knowledge in the sense of becoming a man and you know, giving my parents, my family the comfort that I am becoming that solid all around man. Hopefully, you know, I believe I am, with the knowledge that I have learned from down here, just jumping into it, and like I said, good or bad, with the downright horrible negatives, you know, even coming out a strong positive, and just making it a great situation.
Now, what are these negatives? I want to hear some dirt. What are the negatives that you've experienced? Because we want to hear, people who are in other states want to hear what could possibly be the negatives. If they come here, what could they face? Tell us some things, obstacles, trials, and tribulations that you've faced.
Well, first of all, when coming here, you can't think about what if they don't like it, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. If you want to go up to that person, go up to him or her and get what you want out of it, whether it be a question and answer to benefit you. Because if you don't make that if you don't take that initiative, you're never going to get anything out of it. But I mean, it could be, you know, going to that person and then being a person that just wants you to go on for the ride and pretends to be your friend but really isn't. And then there's some bad situations that might come about from it. But in the end, it wasn't bad, because you learned what type of person he or she was, and then you're able to deal with that situation in the future. And whether it be, you know, on the set or a production, if you made a bad decision here and people look down upon you for it, you know, you just learn from it, and the next time the situation happens, you put it in your book of knowledge, and you go about it the better way, and you know, you're glorified upon it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. So we're not going to get any direct scoops, obviously, from Richard Ryan. I was looking for some direct things that have happened, but I guess in a way he articulated that if you come here, and don't be worried about making mistakes or saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, because everything is a growing process. It's a learning process, and I am the type of person, I know you've heard me say this before, I look at no as yes in disguise. That is my motto. I look at no as yes in disguise. And that's what you really have to do. If you really want something and you're just hearing no, 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 you just have to say, okay, and they're really telling you yes, but you have to do this and that and this and that and that to actually make it a verbal yes. So I think Richard is basically saying, hey, you come here, don't think you're going to know everything. Just because you're a big fish in a little pond in little township fellow Maine doesn't mean you're going to come here and be a big fish in a little pond. It's going to be the other way. Did I get that right, Albert? A lot of people come here, and they come here because they're pursuing a career. And they were the hottest thing. Oh, we have another call. Woo, you're on the air with Richard Ryan on Question Reality.
Hello.
Hi, Richard. My name's Paulette.
Hi, Paulette.
Hi, I have a question for you. What genre do you write and direct? Is there any particular genre that you stick to, or are you pretty open to...
I'm open. I really like mixing genres. I like the psychological thriller sense of it. I really like to get into the mind and see the twists and the turns and the self-destruction and the ups and the downs of that person and really get the viewer attached. And I believe that sells well, because at the end of the movie, each single viewer can relate to it and take something from it and apply it to their everyday life, and that's a good flick.
Very cool. Next question. Do you do the casting yourself? Are you the casting director also?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm the casting director as well.
Okay.
I would like to expand.
Next question. Where can I submit a photo for you?
Wow.
I'd like to audition for one of your productions.
Oh, yes, definitely. You could go to my website, and then it has my email address on there, and then there's a contact page, and then just send it to me on there and let me know where we met, which is on the show today.
Question Reality.
Question Reality.
Just say you were a caller on Question Reality. And should they go to oxproductions.com or richardryan.us?
Oxproductions.com. There's a contact form on there.
Yeah, oxproductions with a Z at the end, .com.
But check out richardryan.us as well.
And do you know what was even better, Paulette, is if you come to his production screening where he's showcasing his films and meet him personally, because you cannot substitute sending a resume for meeting someone personally, because that would be a great opportunity for you to meet him and to remind him that you were a caller on the show, and that is most likely how you're going to get cast. If you can get yourself in front of producers and directors directly, that's the way to do it.
Well, we'll probably be there. I think I'll bring some of my friends with me.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Do they have to, Paulette, hold on a minute. Do they have to reserve per name, or how are they going to do that? Are they going to email you and say, okay, Paulette emails you and says, okay, I'm going to come and I'm going to bring 4 friends. Does she have to give you the name of each friend, or? Definitely
not. It's a public screenings. There's 410 seats, so I want to urge you to get there about 11:30 to get a ticket.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you, Miss Paulette.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paulette.
Sweetheart. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so that's when Paulette asked an excellent question. I love that question. And I felt that you really came alive with that question. There was a lot of passion that came out of you. And that is I want to expand on that question in that, do you write more for the commercial route or more for the artistic route?
Definitely artistic route. Me being... definitely an artist. I see everything as art, whether it be a piece of trash or anything in the world, a sunset. It's all art, and I would never sell out for anything for that. But I believe the viewer will definitely like that.
And do you feel that you are going to expand and focus on one aspect rather than going, okay, I'm going to audition and be an actor, but then I'm going to write? How are you going to focus in on one, or are you going to continue spreading yourself in all those directions: producer, director, actor, writer, casting person? And do you feel that because you're doing so much, you're not giving enough attention to one of those arenas?
I believe for me, I can go ahead and touch upon every
I'm
aspect.
sorry, Richard.
Okay.
Hold on that question. We got another caller. You are on the air with Question Reality and Mr. Richard Ryan, superstar.
Hello.
Hi, this is Mark, and I was wondering if you, since you're an actor, writer, and producer, which do you like best? And director?
Actor.
Okay,
Because
thank you.
yes, you're welcome.
And
why?
And why, yeah.
Also.
Thank you, Mark. I was going to ask him that question. Why?
That's the treat. You know, producing and writing and the directing, that's, you know, a little more of the grunt work. It's business. There's effort to that. But acting, you know, you just create a character and you can just be it. And it's just definitely the cheesecake.
Did that answer your question, Mark?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, Mark.
Bye. Oh, you
Bye.
know him. Bye. Now that's something you just said. You said that you liked being the actor when he asked that question.
Definitely.
But then you said create the character.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still kind of talking in the mindset of you writing the character.
Mm-hmm.
What about if you're cast as an actor for various roles? Do you still like to become the character that you're cast for, or do you prefer writing your own roles, which would mean that you're your mindset is more on being a writer?
No, I'll take on any character. The process of it is just amazingly beautiful to me. You know, there's a process, the homework of the character, but once you figure out the character, how you know that character as well as you know your own self, and then you can just put yourself into the position of the scene, and just emotions that you don't even know just come out, and then you just live on camera, and there's no restraint. You know, you can't. Whatever it be, you can't get arrested, you can't do anything, this and that. It's
well,
just, it's your
I
own
don't know
thing.
about that.
Yeah.
Question for you, and that leads me to my next thought. With you not having any training, which is what you said, now most actors go to school, well, not most, but, well, I don't know, maybe most. I'm going to keep it at most. Most actors go to school to learn how to develop the character. They start out, you know, they're the wind and a twig, and they're moving and they're gliding and they're doing the monkey sounds, and you get in positions that you sometimes can't get out of with yoga positions I'm talking about. And they learn English maths, or they could learn method, or they could do the Meisner technique. Now, you were just saying once you learn the character, what methods do you use not being technically trained? How do you find out who the characters are? How do you get to know the character?
Well, I did take about 3 or 4 classes in theater in high school, and then I took about 2 years theater in college, and then I took a couple film classes as well in college and down here in Aaron Spicer. Really took me to the next level as an actor, because basically it's just living in the moment. You know, you just gotta, I mean, it's easy to memorize your lines. I mean, that's not acting. It'll come with the character, and once you develop the character, and then it's just easy. But you're living within the moment, because a lot of people get in front of the camera, they forget how to live. But in real life, you know, I know exactly where I was before I came here to Priscilla Leona's
Radio show.
Exactly. I was in the car driving here. I was feeling something. I know what I might not know what I'm going to do afterwards when I get home. I don't know. It's just a whole nother thing. And then that's how it is. And then here, you know, I know the smells. I know everything. That's how it's got to be on set. And sometimes it's not really clear, because, you know, you have to endow a lot. And then, you know, it's set for set. They don't go in, or scene on scene, they don't go in order. So you have to remember what you did before, but there was nothing that you did before. And you just got to bring to light all of that, just live in that situation. And then whatever emotions come out, it just comes out, and that's what's beautiful about it.
So I guess you would be sort of English mask, I would say, because you have to take from the outside and go inward. What if it was a character that you were not familiar with? What if you had to play someone so far and remote from who you are as an individual, and you just couldn't even envision being this person? Would that be a role that you would take, or would you shy away from that?
Most definitely. I love roles like that. Also,
but how would you get to know this person without knowing the techniques that are taught in acting classes?
Okay, well, to go about that, not having the sense of actual training, my whole life, basically, I'm
so sorry, Richard. Hold
okay.
that thought. You have another call. You are on the air with Richard Ryan and Question Reality. Hello? Hello? Hi, you're on with Richard Ryan and Question Reality. Do you have a question?
I do. I'm a drama teacher in high school.
Yeah, what's your
name?
name?
And I just wonder...
What's your name, hon?
Pardon me?
What's your name?
My name's Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
My name's Ruth.
Okay, Ruth, go ahead.
Hi, Ruth.
And I teach drama in high school, and I was just wondering, my students are always asking me if our classes and our productions are ever going to be helpful to them in the real world. So I just wonder if Richard has ever acted in anything in high school and college or anything before he actually got into acting, and if he feels that was helpful.
Definitely, because they were all experiences, and in high school and college, I've done Shakespeare as well. So there's definitely a lot of culture that you learn as well.
So I could pass along to my students that if they really work hard in these school productions, that someday maybe they'll be able to apply some of what they're learning now to some acting where they're going to get paid for acting and not just in school productions. Yes, exactly, because there's techniques and there's real world life experiences that you can take from it and then to apply it in your further career. Oh, terrific. Well, I'm glad you support my position.
Okay.
Share that.
Thank you, Ruth.
Sure, thanks so much.
Thank you,
Ruth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so as we were talking about, so you feel that now, are you continuing with acting classes? Are you feel like you've had enough training, you're ready to just get out and do it, or do you believe that you should, like most actors do, that being an actor is an ongoing process and that you have to continue taking acting classes? Yes,
because you love doing it. It's something that you love, and the more you do it, the better you become. Mm-hmm. And if it were up to me right now, I would just go to set, to acting class, to act more, and then watch a movie, and then go to sleep. But of course, do sports because I love sports as well. But going back to what you said before about finding the character, I don't know. I just don't really feel that it's really difficult because my whole life, since I was just 1 or 2, I've always really enjoyed playing another character and even going out into the real world and making somebody believe I'm this character, which I wasn't. They believed I was, so they think I was crazy, but that's how I got my kick because I played it off, and that really helped me as well. So it's super easy for me to go to any character, but if there is a more of an advanced character, in the real world, obviously you got to do your homework and then see what exactly is this character's motivation, and homework. And then you apply it in front of the camera, and it's just it's easy in front of the camera.
Okay, so do you have any final tips or advice for people who are coming to LA? LA to pursue a career? It can be just pick one. As a producer, a writer, a director, or actor, just pick one and give advice to people who are thinking of coming here, pursuing a career.
I would say if you believe it, just do it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just no matter what the situation is, just do it. Throw yourself in that position, and negatives, positives, always bring a positive outside of the situation. And if you hear a no, individually say to that, or not say to that person, but feel that I'm going to prove you wrong.
All right. He's got the little rebel without a cause thing going on there. That's his mentality.
Because you can do it.
Because you can do it. You know you can do it. You know it's all up to you, and you can do it. So don't be saying you can't do it, all right?
Yes.
All right, so I just want to run down a couple of, actually, I'll go over all the movies that Richard is going to be screening. Again, it is on October 11th, Saturday, October 11th. Doors open at 11:30 p.m., and that's at the Fine Arts Theater in Beverly Hills. And the show is going to start actually at midnight, 12 to 2. And the general admission is $3. Come on, you can fork over $3. Minimum wage is $5 now, so you can take one of your hours and fork it over. And he's going to have 7 of the films. Now, one of them is called Baffled Delusion. And Baffled Delusion, let's see, Johnny Baffle is chasing hope, success, and life, being chased by failure and death, only to realize he is stuck in a journey of his own worried thoughts that drive him crazy. Now, you know we've all done that, especially when we were infatuated with someone, so we can relate to that. The next film is called Dominant Dream. James Snakewood enters a town with a purpose amongst immediate hate of those who try to inflict harm on him, which is intended to destroy James and forever end his purpose. That sounds good. Essence, Slater Bad. Oh, love these names. Slater Bad is one bad ass who causes chaos for the fun of it until it catches up with him and triggers a twist that he may never forget and perhaps change his life. Scandalous. Now, this is the one that I saw Richard in. In this psychological drama, Mitch Swisher's passion for one backfires and turns into lies, betrayal, and murder. When Mitch thought everyone was trying to help put the pieces back together with love, lust, and friendship, he was only falling deeper into the trap of the twisted and demented minds of his only hope. And next we have Survival Rate Zero. I love that title. Wow! When the attention to detail was not obeyed. Ooh, I like that already. Eddie finds himself in trouble with power-hungry maniac killers whose own greed caused a mighty turn of events. Don't take any hallucinogens on that one. All right, next one, Glass. In this psychological thriller, the mistake of drug... Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. There you go. The mistake of drug and alcohol abuse, along with lust and delusional thoughts of out-of-control fantasy, catches up to this maniac who turns into a demonic revenge seeker. He's triggered and possessed by a resurrected demon who only sets him up with a sick and twisted art of revenge. Hot damn. Woo! I like that one. Last one, Quest. This most motivational drama. Brian Cain shares to a friend his feelings and stories of wanting to become a successful actor in Hollywood. Through a metaphoric, physical, and enduring journey, it is explained how Brian felt before coming to Los Angeles to pursue his dream, and certain events and realizations he had, which helped him to develop a new outlook. Before getting very deep into the industry, Brian came to respect it more after seeing how much more difficult and different it was than he ever imagined. Brian began to appreciate it more, and it helped him to step it up and get to business of what he really wanted to do to succeed. Oh my God, these sound really good. And it sounds like these all come from your mind for sure.
Yes, they do.
Based on our conversation, this is all from Richard Ryan's mind. Okay, we got 2 minutes, and I just want to say thank you so much, Richard Ryan. Again, check out Richard Ryan on his website, richardryan.us. not .com, or his production company, OX Productions with a Z.com, or you can go to wilshirescreeningroom.com and check out all the details for his upcoming films, October 11th at
11:30 p.m.
11:30. Richard,
Doors open then.
Doors open 11:30. So take a nap during the day so you can come see
Please
Richard.
do.
And thank everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We had fun. Did you have fun, Richard Ryan?
I had a blast.
Richard Ryan's going to come back when he's a star, aren't you, Richard Ryan?
Make sure of it. Schedule me in right now.
All right, Richard Ryan. And thank you, Miss Heather, who called in and made Richard's whole day. And when he finds out what you look like, he's going to be very happy man. And thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Ruth and Peggy and Mark, I believe, who called. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Come back next week.
And thank you, Priscilla, again, for having me.
Thank you, Richard Ryan. And thank you. Come back next week. And now we're going to hear one of our local advertisers, Horror Channel, Nick.
The Horror Channel is your home for the best in horror entertainment, news, culture, lifestyle, and best of all, frights. We are available on Verizon's Fios cable television. Go to channel 900, free on demand, and select pop culture. Scroll down and you'll find the Horror Channel. So be sure to visit horrorchannel.com for all of our latest programming.